Hey, Conan O'Brien here. Listening to the highly unedited, just off-the-cuff Conan O'Brien Needs a Friend. We never stop and start again.
No, this is definitely not a restart.
No,
Sona, how are you? You doing good?
I'm great.
And get it right, or we're going to have to do it over again.
I am doing great. Thank you.
And how are you, Matt Gourley?
I'm good, thanks. Hey,
What's on your mind?
Something off the cuff. We haven't talked about this
I was going
at
to
all.
get you there. You didn't have to cut me off and say, hey, I've got something. I was going to get you there with, hey, what's on your mind?
No.
On a recent episode, we talked about having a listener in high school that was listening during high school. And then Adam had mentioned that he knew someone that was in 7th grade, Giles, that listened. But we now have beat that record. A friend of mine, Jeremy Connor, has a son named George who loves the show and is 8, started when he was 8, is 9 years old now, and listens to the show and would love an autograph. Would you mind signing this poster?
I'm not signing that.
You have to.
No. I want some scratch. I want my payday.
He's 9, but he started listening.
Oh, well,
when he was
9. That's
8.
when the real cynicism kicks in.
Yeah.
But this is for you, George. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, of course. This is so nice. I love that I'm doing this. It's nothing more exciting to listen to a guy sign something.
Scribbly.
You can watch it on YouTube.
What's that?
You can watch it on YouTube.
Yeah, okay. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
It's also very fascinating to watch someone sign a poster.
And to hear someone comment on someone signing a poster.
Well, there we go. Yeah, that was good use of our time. Listen, I don't understand how a 9-year-old, what will they connect to?
We don't have any listeners over 14.
Oh.
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true. I can beat all of this. There's a woman who is 7 months pregnant, and her child's been listening in utero
Oh, okay.
to the podcast and hates it. Loathes it.
Kicks a lot.
Yeah.
Kicks a lot when
I'm
when
just trying to imagine.
My friend Jeremy was saying that when this podcast gets edgy, it still has a kind of innocence at its heart. And he felt that that was okay for the child.
I think maybe that's it.
But that might have been negated by the recent D's Nuts Milk Them
D's
Titties
Nuts,
episode.
we did do a lot of, you know what?
Yeah, but you can appreciate that on 2 levels.
Yeah.
I used to watch the original Batman series with Adam West and just appreciate it on the crime fighting. I didn't when they were making jokes about, politics and things like that, I didn't pick up on any of it. I just loved. And then years later,
me too.
I got all the great dry humor and great references. I picked up on that much later. I think that's how people listen to our podcast. You can listen to it on this very friendly crime fighting level. And then there's all the nuances that we pack in here.
What you're saying is people should do a re-listen to find the onion layers.
Yes, and they should listen to all the new ads that we place in there because there's dynamic ad insertion.
Talk on that.
Yeah,
talk a little bit more about
that
process.
Okay,
I want to hear about
this is really
that
interesting.
from you.
This is an idea I had.
What's that?
A lot of people think I don't really know how podcasts work, but my idea a while ago was, hey, we should have dynamic ad insertion.
And what is that exactly?
Well, it's when you have a dynamic insertion of aforementioned ad.
And if you could just to kind of expand on that a little bit.
Well, sometimes there's something that doesn't have an ad in it. And if it does have an ad, it's kind of flaccid and not moving. So I think, it should be moving or dynamic, and it should be inserted. So it's inside.
And that's how you explain this to the people that put it into process.
Yeah,
I did. I called up some audio
erected.
whizzes. Adam, jump in here for a second. Aren't I correct?
No, don't jump in here. I'd like to hear you keep going, actually.
Why do you need Adam?
I'm actually
Why you don't
still
need Adam?
reeling from the fact that you said dynamic ad insertion just off the top of your head. I'm
When you put the
impressed.
chip in,
It's really
when you
impressive.
put the Sirius XM chip into my head, that was one of the words that was readily available. It's a dynamic ad insertion.
Right, yes.
It
We
means,
covered that.
Yeah.
Listen, if you can't handle what I'm saying or you can't understand it, don't attack me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you in a very authoritative way that I had an idea about 2.5 years ago that ads could be
been around for
inserted
about
dynamically.
Close to 10 years, probably.
No,
but
not the way that we're doing it.
Okay.
My idea was that it could be, what's a good word for constantly changing, always in motion, dynamic.
Okay.
And that it could be put into something, which would be, I don't know, inserted, and that you could use it on an ad. I started that idea. Remember this?
All right, like it was yesterday.
I called you in and I said, I've got 3 words to say to you, dynamic ad insertion. You freaked out and then you left the room. And then the next thing you know, we were doing dynamic ad insertion.
We were the first to do it.
I do apologize because you've clearly demonstrated your knowledge on this subject.
Mm-hmm.
It is a way that people can have their ads dynamically inserted. And it is one of the reasons that I think, this podcast used to make about, I think it was $300 a year.
Yeah.
But after dynamic ad insertion, we now make more than the gross national product of many countries throughout the world, including Switzerland, and countries that border Switzerland.
Yeah.
That
I'm
would be
still I can't believe that you even know that you even think about dynamic ad insertion and you actually understand how it works. It's
for you to
amazing.
say.
I've never seen Adam so excited.
I know.
I'm
He's
really happy.
He's really happy.
I am.
I remember the day I came in and I said, if we're using microphones, I want them to be Shure microphones. Do you remember that?
Just take some time
Just checked it.
to look.
What are you
at
talking
that.
about?
Also, it's here too.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said that. I remember you saying that.
I
You're
wanted
like, guys,
that.
let's
What was
sure it up,
what was the
everybody.
model though?
Yeah.
Like,
Sure.
that
What
you
model?
recommended?
Well, it's interesting. What I wanted was I wanted it to be in this shape. Remember that? And I drew the shape for you.
And do these mics need a preamp or no?
Well, I said as long as it's an SM7 B or 8. I don't have my glasses on.
It's a B.
What's that?
It's a B.
Well, I said B or 8.
Right.
Because the 8s are fine, but you really want the B. And so once I knew that we had the Shure and that it was an 8 and not a B, I was like, we are ready to go and we should have dynamic ad insertion.
Yeah.
And what I've done is I've created many platforms, and these are trilingual, quadrilingual, quadrilateral. We have achieved a new level,
These are actually dynamic microphones as well. So dynamic.
and I've had this mic inserted. My
Excuse me.
point,
And
Excuse
it's
me.
made in Mexico.
and you know what? We just lost our 8-year-old
Hey.
viewer because
Oh.
their parents took the.
Oh, you think we just lost them now?
Yeah,
I think they tuned out a minute ago.
I don't think so.
Like,
I think
when
if-
you said dynamic ad insertion.
no, if his kid's had a lot of chocolate
were-
milk, he's revving.
You were kind of sexualizing it too a little bit.
Well, that's
too.
the thing I was commenting
Apologize,
on.
Yeah.
George. I apologize, Jeremy, Giles.
I don't think children should be listening to this.
I don't know.
I don't think anybody should be listening to this.
You know,
You know
I-
what? We finally agree on
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. I watched Pulp Fiction when I was 12
Yeah.
in the theaters with my parents.
I watched the movie 10 when I was about 6 or 7.
What?
Yeah, I know. Can you believe that?
Oh, yeah.
But
no,
I
can't.
learned a lot.
Oh my God.
Oh, Bo Derek running on the beach, pure cinema.
Remember the movie 9.5 Weeks?
Do I remember it?
I watched that when I was 47 years old.
Still a little
Fucking-
early for you.
Oh, I didn't know what was
You
happening.
were so uncomfortable.
lying together? What's happening? And my wife was like, she was busy with the kids. And she was like, no, let me explain. Why are they in bed moving?
Why is their nap so wet?
Oh, what did you do that for? You
I
always
don't
go
know.
too far.
I don't think I did.
gross,
Do you know
guys.
anything about going towards the line? You just
Yeah.
jump right over.
Yeah, that's not
I
cool.
call them like I say. You.
This is a clean podcast, sir.
Yeah, you just started this whole thing by talking about how there's a 2-year-old listening
I
who
did
Yeah.
loves
not
the
use
show.
any incendiary words. Nap and wet. They're not
Yeah.
inherently
Ugh,
dirty.
You're an awful person.